So welcome back students to your YouTube channel Infinity Education. So before starting today's topic, please subscribe your channel and hit the bell icon for further notification. So let's start. So before starting, we have an interesting activity. What you have to do, you have to read these statements and draw the figure for each of the following statements. So let's do one by one for these statements. So when two lines crossing each other at a point. So students, as I already discussed the line segment race topic in the previous video, so you can watch out it again. I will share the YouTube link for that video in the description box. So let's start. So we have two lines, 1 and 2. So this is a line which is two lines are meeting at a point, so we have to make the arrows because these are the line. Now second, three line segments arranged in a such a manner that it form a closed figure. So we have to join the three line segment and it's a closed figure, 1 2, and we have a third. So this is a third figure which we have drawn it, which is a close, and it's a line segments, three line segments. Now we have a third figure. We have to draw it when the two rays meeting at a point. So 1 and 2, and you have to give the names to these rays. Okay, and I've joined it at a point. Okay, now let's start. There is a question arises, students, that how angles are formed. So as we seen in the activity, the different lines, line segments and rays are joined at a point and they are making something that is named as an angles. So let's define an angle. So an angle is a figure formed by two rays called the sides, angle sharing a common endpoints called the vertex of the angle. Let's see the figure of an angle. So you can see the two rays R1, ray 1 and ray 2, and we can see it. These two rays join at a point which is named as a vertex and it form an angle. This is an angle. So an angle is also formed when lines or line segment meet at a point. Now students, you have to observe these two figures I'm going to share with you. So this is the first and this is the second. Now you can see it we in figure 1 that the three corners and these are formed when the two line segments is joined. Now we can see it the three angles is in this figure, 1, 2 and 3, and we can also write it down. How we will write it down, the notation for the angle? This is an angle representation and we can find it out, three angles, angle A, angle B and angle C. So these are the three angles in the figure 1. Now here two lines are intersecting at a point and we can see the four angles, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Let's name these angles. How we will write it down? So we say angle POS, then we can see angle POR, then we have angle ROQ, we have angle SOQ. So these are the four angles we can see in this figure. Now students, you can see it. There is one image where the two creatures are forming an angle. First is a crocodile and second is a bird. And they are something doing an activity and they are also formed two angles. So this is an application of an angles where we can see different angles. Now let's recapitulate what we have learned today. So an angle is formed when two lines, rays or line segment meet at a point. So let's draw an angle using two rays. So I will make ray 1 and the ray 2, and they are joined with the one point, and give mark as an angle, and also give the name to these angles A, O and B. So that way we can represent an angle, and we can write also angle A, O, B. So this is a representation of angle. Now students, this is your work. You have to identify the angle in the following figure, and you have to write it down in your notebook. So please pause this video for a few seconds and do it at your own. So I guess you have paused this video and find it out the angles. You can see it. So we can say here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. You can see it 5 angles, and you can also write the names for. We can say angle A, O, C. Then we have angle A, O, D. Then we have angle D, O, E. We have B, O, E. And last we have C, O, B. So these are the 5 angles we can see in this figure. So thank you students. We will meet in the next video for further topics.